Peace be upon you. In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful, I begin. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, I have an important message. I have the task of conveying a very important message to you today. And that message, and don't be surprised, that message is that CAIR Michigan is planning to go out of business. CAIR Michigan is planning to go out of business. And I need your help, we need your help to do that. Now, before you get upset or misunderstand what I'm saying, you need to think about what business it is that CAIR Michigan is in. What is that business? CAIR Michigan is in the business of enhancing the understanding of Islam and Muslims. CAIR Michigan is in the business of establishing civil rights and civil liberties. CAIR Michigan is in the business of inculcating mutual justice and understanding. And when you understand what business CAIR Michigan is in, then you also understand why it is that our success is measured by whether we can or cannot go out of business. We are not like a traditional business that's measured by profit and loss. Our success depends on us achieving our mission. And the success of nonprofits in general should be measured by whether they succeed in their mission. And once they do, they should go out of business. Well, of course, having heard what our business is, you know that we're not going out of business anytime soon. God willing, we could, but we need your help and we need your support. So what's our plan to, quote-unquote, go out of business? You have to have a plan, and we do, like any other good strategic organization. What we've done is examined all the different touch points that Muslims in America might come across, the people and institutions that they might actually interact with. These are your governmental institutions, educational institutions, healthcare, media, retail, corporate, and of course individuals and the media. I already said that. So these are the touch points that we have identified. But beyond that, what we've done is taken those touch points, the people and institutions that Muslims may interact with, and we've classified these institutions, or these people, as open, neutral, or closed. Did everybody just miss my talk? That's okay. Open, neutral, or closed. We've classified these institutions. And even beyond that, we've classified hardened opponents, what we call hardened opponents. Those who know the true nature and the true values of the Muslims and Islam, but for whatever agenda, for whatever reason, choose to falsify that image and to promote oppression and the deprecation of the rights of Muslims here in America. Those we call the hardened opponents. So that's fine, we've classified these people. What are we going to do about it? So with the people who we've classified as open, neutral, and closed, and even closed, we have a proactive strategy to go out and improve our reach as a community and our effectiveness at communicating what we feel is our true image and the true substance of what the Muslim community brings, the positive values and the positive contributions that the Muslim community brings, and improving the telling of that story, improving the connection that we have with our fellow countrymen, our fellow citizens, our fellow residents here in America. Now, for the hardened opponents, we have a strategy of deterrence. That strategy starts by exposing the agenda in the first place. We feel that sunlight is the best disinfectant. So by exposing the agenda and showing how much money is being pumped into this agenda, showing what the agenda is and who the main players are and how they play off of each other, we feel we will be effective in deterring these people. But if that doesn't work, we also have a strategy of mobilizing, of civic mobilization and using the law in an effective manner to deter such actions. Now, with all of this strategy, if you could put it into a nutshell, our strategy is one of civil or civic engagement, one of civil dialogue. But if that strategy does not work, we are prepared to defend our civil rights. Civil rights are things you invoke when civil dialogue fails. So that's not where we start from. We all have civil rights. We shouldn't have to invoke them. That's the world we want to live in. We want to live in a world where those are already given, those are already recognized, and we're in a world of civil dialogue where we are all talking to each other and appreciating each other's values. But CAIR Michigan wouldn't go out of business if all of this was achieved, because we believe in social justice for all. Social justice for all. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, stood for this principle, as is embodied by his approval and his affirmation of the alliance of the virtuous in Mecca. An alliance that was based on the dignity of all who came to Mecca, regardless of race, religion, and tribe. Race, religion, or tribe. So the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, affirmed this. Social justice for all. And we too must affirm this principle, social justice for all. Because we cannot be just another victim that is weathering the storm. We're not going to be another victim that is going to weather the storm, and once we get to our nice island, we're just going to watch the next victim come through the same storm. We cannot be that type of community. We cannot be that kind of nation. Just like the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, as we believe was the seal of the prophets, so too must we be the seal on discrimination and bigotry in this country. When a man whose name is Rodriguez no longer fears the Customs and Border Patrol car that is 40 miles from the border in his residential neighborhood, when a black boy walking through a white neighborhood no longer fears being attacked or even shot or killed, when a Muslim woman, a mother of 5, no longer fears somebody coming into her home and attacking her because of her choice to wear hijab, then and only then can we talk about going out of business. Then and only then. And I ask you then, help us to put discrimination and bigotry out of business. Help CAIR Michigan. Thank you.